I had got a scholarship to go to college. And, you know, everybody's there to avoid the draft. And at the end of the first year, I thought, no, this is wrong. I'm going to go to war. I left and I volunteered for the infantry. We were attacked at night. I'm at this place called Buda. The machine gunner hid. So I ended up being machine gunner. The first night, I killed 14 people. That fight went on for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So this is very, very, very distressing. And it creates huge amounts of distress in your system. In your system. Getting home is difficult. And that's a whole big deal because things changed. Things changed. All of a sudden, you're in a different culture. All these people don't understand you. They have no idea. They don't realize that you're always, always still in the rubber plantation of the jungle. But not the same person. I stopped talking to my parents. I had really bad relationships with other people. I did not feel happiness. I did not feel sorrow. I did not feel surprise. My feelings were gone. The first time that I learned about transcendental meditation was in Vietnam. December 18th, 1967, Newsweek. This is that 2-week battle at Buda that I was telling you about. And this is my unit. We went out and got ambushed. And this is me, yeah, doing my job. And then later in the magazine, coincidentally, is this. That's where I first learned about TM. This is an article about Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and a couple of guys in my platoon. One of them got the magazine, and he came running over. He said, "Burks, you got to read this." So I did, and I said, "I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that." So one day, my wife comes home, says, "Hey, I saw a poster about transcendental meditation." And I remembered that article in that magazine about Maharishi, and that I said I was going to do this. So I go in, and he says, "Okay, sit down, do this." And I could not believe what happened. It was the difference between heaven and hell. It was absolutely transformational. And from that moment on, things changed. Things changed. No more drugs, no more alcohol. Life changed. As time went on, I stopped looking for ambushes. I was able to go back out in the woods, which I really enjoyed. My wife and I got along better. All of a sudden, my parents were back. I started making friends again. My grades went back up to A's. Sex was better. Everything was just better. My emotions came back. My life came back. My feeling is that the experience that I've had from TM basically saved my life. It certainly saved my way of life. And it didn't just save my way of life. It made me better.
Thank you so much for coming. My name is Dan Burks. This is my wife of 41 years, Cindy. Our son, Salim. And our daughter, Jessica. Today is December 3rd. What time is it? 10:30? Anybody got the time? 8:30. 8:30. 44 years ago, on December 3rd, at 2200 hours, that's 10 o'clock, that's what, hour and a half from now? That assault began that I talked about on that video. It lasted 2 weeks. 44 years ago. It is now only a memory. We are PTSD survivors because of the regular practice of transcendental meditation. And from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you all for supporting the organizations that are helping our veterans and the David Lynch Foundation that is partnering with these organizations. Thank you very much for your support.